perform with this gentleman. He was dressed like Charlie Chaplin, and he just made me laugh like a riot. Please give it up for Brandon Lara!
Oh, Pioneer, happy Valentine's Day. How's it going? Oh, yeah. I am Reno's biggest little Mexi Midge. Yeah, my friends call me a Mexi Midge because I'm half Mexican and half midget. It's not nearly as bad as it sounds, guys. I get paid under the table. I don't even have to bend over. It's awesome. I love it. Being Mexican, I grew up in northern Mexico. Some of you guys might know it better as a Bay Area, California. Yes, but it's true, and that's why it's funny. But something about that place, it makes you feel, what is it, broke? Well, I grew up in a nice neighborhood, so, the kind of neighborhoods where all the kids come running out to the yard, thinking you're the daddy. How many people have kids here? Round of applause. How many people have kids? Kids. You guys have kids? Boy or girl? One of each. What's your son's name? Dennis. See, that sounds like a perfectly normal white name, right? But see, I got a lot of black friends growing up in the ghetto, and they like to name their kids fancy things like Denali or Detanya. But I'm like, why don't you name them something more realistic, like, I don't know, Detained. I knew a couple, they had triplets, 2 boys, girl, real adorable. And they named them LaWasha, LaDrya, and Landre. I knew a couple, they named one of their kids Rarity, which was crazy because there were so many of them. I went to college for a little bit as a science major. Surprise, I'm a nerd. One of the most fascinating topics I studied was time travel. And I loved it. I grew up watching movies like Donnie Darko. Yeah. Hell yeah, Back to the Future. Quantum Leap for some of you older people, Yeah. Man, watching that, I wish I could go back in time and fix some of the mistakes that I've made. I know some of you guys looking down at that ring on your finger like, yeah, me too. Watching that, I figured I could do the same thing myself. So I took everything I learned from college, a handful of Vicodin, a fifth of vodka. Next thing you know, I'm living here in Reno. I'm officially a local, though. Got my first DUI. Got my second and third, so I'm here to stay. I'm loving the weather out there, man. It's warm. It's nothing like wintertime. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of the cold, the rain and the snow. I love summer. I especially hate watching the weather forecast when the meteorologist says things like, so expect highs of about 30s and lows of about 25, and I'm expecting a few inches tonight. Man, I hear that shit from my girlfriend all the time. I need to hear that from you, too. Yeah, dating scene here is weird. I had a guy tell me once, you get used to the girls here in Reno. What does that even mean? Get used to the girls here. I'm the kind of guy that if I ever fell in love, I'd never leave. And that's why I'm never allowed back at the petting zoo again. I love the Latin women, though, I love Latin women. It reminds me of a game that I used to play as a kid, except now I call it Pick Up Spicks. My girlfriend's here tonight. We met on a very popular internet dating site. My my favorite. You guys might have heard of it too. Ancestry.com. Hey, if we ever broke up, we'd be brother and sister again. It'd be awesome. She's great. She's a great girlfriend. I can tell one day she's going to be a loving mother. I mean, she's had a lot of experience being with me over the last year and a half. The way that she clothes me and feeds me. You know, some say that they wish she potty trained me a little bit better. That way I don't take a shit every time I get on stage. Celebrated her birthday recently. Bought her an easy bake oven. Girl's got to learn how to cook before she turns 14. Am I right? Actually, for Valentine's Day, I bought her that book, 50 Shades of Grey. Ladies? Yeah, and she colored in it. Yeah, thanks. You know, guys and girls, they do weird things when they're in relationships. Like, I never understood why guys will take pictures of their penis and send it around on the internet, you know, take a picture on their phone. You know, I don't know if you've seen my phone, but this does not do justice. You know what I mean? If you were to look at a picture on this, it would... Not only would it look like it was from the 90s, but it would look like a sonogram of a baby. That's adorable. Is it a girl? This does not do justice. If it were up to me, I would prefer something more like the bat signal. You know, at least the silhouette would be black. Now, girls, you do funny things too. Like, you lie about the dumbest shit. Let's be honest. I dated a girl she said that she was a vegetarian, which is great. You know, I love all that healthy stuff. But you know, guys, how you eat pineapple or citrus fruits make your semen taste better, right? Same thing goes for women. So, ladies, when you tell me you're a vegetarian and you lie to me, I go down there to eat that pussy, I expect something that tastes like a spring salad. Hell yes. And not something that came off of the dollar menu. You know? My girlfriend and I, since I got her that book, 50 Shades of Grey, and she connected all the dots and colored it in. You know, she's been getting really creative in bed. You know, it's been a lot of fun. She went down on me the other night. She made this weird sound. It sounded something like, blah, blah. At first, I was confused. She went down there again. She made that sound. But see, I'm a nerd, and you ain't fooling nobody. That is the same sound that Yoshi makes in Mario. She asked me to return the favor, and I was like, whoa, been there, done that, princess. Going down on you is like, boom, boom, boom. Da-da-da-da-da. Because it's a dungeon. But no, I'm a gentleman. I flipped her over on her toadstool, and I was like, do 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 do.